That's what we want to hear. How are you?
I'm doing good.
All right. And let me do this real quick. All right. Now, let me make sure I get this right. Okay. So, Rosae, and do you go by Michelle or how you
I
say it?
just go I just go by Rosae Michelle. Yeah,
Rosae,
Rosae. Yep.
Rosae Michelle. Rosae Michelle. Okay. Thank you so much for doing this interview with me and stuff. And you know, like I said, I've been a fan ever since, which one I saw was when you was in the car and you was just vibing and and so I was like, who is this? you know? And ever since then, I started following you and everything and stuff. And I was just like, man, she got such a vibe that is like, so needed today. You know what I mean? And stuff. So,
Mm,
all right, you ready for the questions?
yes.
Okay. So, since this is your first time, but not your last time, right?
Mhm.
What was Rosae like in elementary school?
A black girl in a white school, getting picked on, big poofy hair, kind of like Shaka. um, Outside of that, I was raised Christian. So I did go to a Montessori school, Basel Baptist. So it was an all black school as well. I switched schools a lot growing up. So
Okay.
yeah,
So,
kind of in
what city was that?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
what about junior high?
Junior high was at Raytown South in Raytown, Missouri.
And what was Rosae like?
Running track. I did the UAS Olympics for juniors. Went to Texas. So I was really like an athlete, more into working out, talent shows. I would do the talent shows every year. So that sort of thing.
Okay. So when you said, I'm gonna be honest with you, bow down to I hated running. I hated, okay. Oh, I hated doing track. I hated doing all that stuff. Running was not my thing. So what did you do in talent shows?
I would sing.
Okay.
So I did like a Selena Beady Beady Bum Bum.
Uh,
I did that. I did Notorious.
uh,
Um, a dude named William Samuels performed that with me. And then I did perform one song in Grandview because I did switch schools a lot, and that would have been middle school. I want to be a superstar, and had the whole school singing
but
it.
so that was in junior high. So when did you discover that you wanted to sing, or when did you start singing?
I've always sang. I was in the Kansas City Children's Choir as a kid. Growing up, didn't do that too long. I was in choir during high school, during middle school. Outside of that, I've always wrote my own music. I've always written poems, that sort of thing. So that's kind of what kind of sparked my interest in just learning what that vocal range was, I guess, over the years.
Okay. And then what was Rosae like in high school?
I stayed to myself. I stayed to myself, sat at a lunch table by myself, very okay with being by myself, did track, stayed focused in high school. I graduated early.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and I went to college, and that was that.
Oh, okay. Now, what did you go to college for, and where did you go?
I went to college at Penn Valley for computer engineering.
Okay. Is
Um,
that
now, now I did drop out. I stayed I stayed a year in college for computer engineering. I got bored. So
mhm.
that probably, yeah, had a lot to do with sparking my interest in music too. I was already doing music and just it wasn't for me, school.
Okay? So, so you said that's when you started getting serious and with the music, right? Mm.
Yes.
So what, because you know what, I was listening to your music and stuff. You've done so much, like, from 2020 all the way to like now. I didn't realize, and it seemed like sometimes you did what, two albums or something in a year or something like that. Yeah, you
Yes. And
was busy. So how did you start getting serious? What steps did you take to get serious about music? What did you do?
um, I just locked in with what it was, the dream. A lot of people feel like they can't chase their dream or go for a dream that a lot of people think, down on, or they're going to think it's weird, or they have something to say about your dream. I just never cared
Mhm.
about what everybody else thought. So I kind of stayed focused. I joined Mafia Lane. It was four of us in a group, and I kind of just started my music from that point. I grew my music to the point to where I could drop every other week or however.
Okay, you was part of a group you said before. I mean, for
Yes, ma'am.
okay,
Hmm.
okay. How long were you in that group?
Less than a year.
Okay, okay. Now what? So you started going to the studio? Is that what you did? Wait a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on. Did I hear that you was a DJ?
I used to DJ at Brush Creek when I was a kid.
I saw. Oh my, so you left that out.
I mean,
I was like, I was
that's the
doing my.
little hood club, for the kids when you're 15 years old, you drop your kid off and they go to the club. Yeah, I used to DJ with T Lachey. She was teaching me, but I wasn't like an actual DJ. Like I just was playing around.
Okay, okay, because I was, doing my research and stuff, and I was like, I think LinkedIn had like DJ or something. I was like, wait a minute, she was a DJ too? I was like, this girl done did everything. Okay, so when you start, what studio did you start going, to and stuff? And
um uh geez. United I, oh geez, I don't know. It's I started recording with Danny X when
mhm,
I was in the group. Prior to, it was just in the bedroom at my brother's house.
mhm.
Um, and then a little bit after, I did go to Amsterdam Studios, and that's where I've done a lot of my music.
Okay. Now, do you write all your songs?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wow. Wow. Now let's talk about some of that. You know, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know how I slept on this, but that whole Pretty Brown Eyes CD,
Yes, ma'am.
girl. You know, um, the Believe in Me, the PBE, the Choose Up,
Mhm.
and you even do your style, what I like about you, you don't stick with like one style, you know.
Mhm.
You would sing to us, and this like Dreams, you got a little reggae flow up in there too.
Yeah.
You know, and then you would throw in, rap. Now, how did you get into rapping?
I started off rapping actually. Rapping is, and sorry to the people, because there's people that really do take that rapping thing serious. For me, it was more of like learning a hobby during that time for me to learn what it was that I needed to know for singing, if that makes sense. So with singing, it took me a lot to find out my style. It took me a lot to find out what it was that I wanted to kind of sound like, or am I just going to be, diverse with how I sound. So I kind of rapped to disguise that I could sing
Oh,
in a
wow.
sense. Yeah.
And then you blended it on some songs, you know.
Yes.
Um,
Trying different things, as you're growing as an artist. I think every artist goes through a moment where they're just trying to find who they are in a song. And I do believe like I'm kind of both. More poetic, but also, have like that little singy kind of neo soul fresh vibe.
yes.
Yeah.
Because, like speaking of the neo soul and fresh vibe, cool vibe, that's
Mhm.
that's really smooth. You know,
Mhm.
that's where you could get, a speeding ticket. Just drop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you don't realize how fast you're going because, like I said, it's just so smooth. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? And it's good music. That's the thing. It's good music also. And can you feel it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's another one.
Yeah.
And then even went back to my days, I don't look my age, but girl, I'm gonna be 59 this.
Oh, you look good, girl. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
You even went back to Tender Kisses with Test Drive. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
So
Yes.
what you know about that song?
Girl, now my parents, I was raised on old school, so
Mhm.
sample type beats like that towards like Betty Wright, I love me some good old school for real. So I mean, when it comes to the old school beats, it kind of brings out something different for me. Like, I don't know,
Yeah, no,
it's a vibe.
yeah, yes, and that's another one. You get a speeding ticket on, driving, listen to test drive and get your speeding ticket, y'all. So look. uh, Now also can't can't forget nasty.
Oh yeah. Nasty was one of those ones like I was trying to be, they think a lot of female rappers are like sexualized.
Mhm.
So that was when I was in that group, they were like, you gotta try that out. Like try to, talk a little nasty or try to do that was my type of nasty. Like, so that's how that came about.
It came up. And then you have what was keep it your to your keep it your
Yeah.
um what made you come up with that one?
Now that was actually written for me when I was 14 years old by a man named Moody. He was kind of like my pops when I grew up. When I would go outside, we would he taught me how to box. I was doing boxing classes, that sort of thing. So Moody wrote that song for me. He went to California to try to get me a record deal off of that, but he made that, I believe, in a jail cell, honestly. And when he brought it to me, I was just a little kid at the candy shop trying to get me a little chili dog. And he was like, "Do you sing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I sing." So he was like, "Let me hear you." And so then he gave me the lyrics and I learned the lyrics. And then it's actually on YouTube. So Moody Rue Entertainment. And I was young and I was at the candy store one night and he was like, "Let me hear the song that I gave to you." And that's how that song. So it's just a remake of the song he gave me.
Oh wow, wow. Now, what um what challenges have you've been through, you know,
Um,
in the music industry because, let's, keep it real. Being a female sometimes it's hard.
mhm.
Almost even in real estate with me, you know what I mean? I've been in it 24 years, but I still stand my ground, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I've seen female artists, in my years of, doing in the music industry, sometimes, you guys go through a lot of hoops and challenges.
Um, I think when it comes to like at least for myself, I'll speak for myself. Um, it's harder to connect with people when it comes to business. A lot of men take business as pleasure or business as, oh, you're trying to get at me, or business as something else than what it's supposed to be. I would think as a woman, you have to stand on business, and that's something I have learned because a lot of people will play with you, you know, um, play in your face, say they got something, they don't really have it, or there's a lot of smoke and mirrors, and a lot of people claim they who they are, and it's really not that. A lot of people claim they can help, but really, honestly, as an independent artist, you can only help yourself.
Right, right. Have you been, ever came close to signing with a major label or anything like that?
No,
Okay, not yet.
not yet.
Not
But honestly, I'm gonna be honest about that. I don't know if I would. because I feel like I'm worth a lot. So
Mhm.
it just depends, like the circumstances at that time. But everything that they can do, I can do for myself. It's just gonna be a little bit harder.
Okay. Is there who all have you worked with like in the past, especially being from KC,
I worked with Jesus. I've worked with Rob Lowe Store a lot. That's pretty much all of my features. I've worked with Tommy Goodfellow.
mhm,
I'm kind of picky on my features, if that makes sense. So yeah.
should be, is there anybody that you haven't worked with that you would love to, work with,
Oh, and I did forget YGKC. I did work with him. Yes, I would love to work with Blast, BLXST, Bino. Um, I'm gonna work with Pookie from Cali. Coil Ray. Like a lot of people that I want to work with are already where they are supposed to be.
hmm
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And now, I keep want to say California, even though you're kind of close, but Nevada. What
Mhm.
brought you to Nevada?
The music scene, just a different surrounding. I feel like as you grow in life, you have to make yourself uncomfortable.
Mhm. So
So
why
yeah,
Nevada, not Cali?
Cali expensive, girl. Now, I mean, I could have, but when you still talk about real life and still going to work every day, I still go to work, financially feasible. Vegas was the best for me.
When I went to Vegas, I had reunited with my actually first love, and I went there, to see him and stuff. And it was raining in July. I was like, how can it be hot and rainy? I was like, what kind of weather is this? And stuff,
Mhm.
it's crazy. So I would, you know what? Okay, so we talked about, the music and everything, but girl, I cannot turn on Facebook without seeing you. Okay. You be you be on the street singing, you everywhere. How do you come up with the content, or do you just be driving? It's like, I was gonna pull over, do this. And sometimes you be in your car and everything. Talk about, the reels and stuff that you do and the lives and all that.
Um, as far as like being consistent, it's another job outside of a job. So it is hard to be consistent, but I've been consistent as far as how the content comes up. I just do whatever I feel.
Do- Now I was wondering because you always singing in the car, right? Do people look at you?
Yes.
I was thinking that last I was like,
Well, they do. They do. They be looking, but I don't care.
uh,
'Cause you're gonna see me regardless. So I mean, and
uh,
I don't know you. You don't know me. So
I mean, do they ever say like, man, cover or something, or you did that or anything? Because we don't hear nobody in the background. Yeah, I mean, you got the windows up and everything, right?
yes.
Okay. You don't hear nobody like say, because I know people
Mhm.
giving you your props because
Mhm.
you can really sing, you know. And but I was just wondering, I was watching your reel and I was like, she's always on the car, wondering people be looking at her. And then when you was out, was somebody holding the camera? I gotta ask you that. Was somebody holding the camera because you was the cars were going behind you
Oh
on the thing?
no, that's just a little tripod. I had the phone on a tripod.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
I was like, wait a minute, somebody holding the camera. She just out there, the cars just going by. They probably like, what is she,
That
doing?
was actually someone else's idea for me to stand on that, but I went on ahead and took the risk.
Oh my God. Well, you know what? It works because I tell you, Rose, you guys, you guys gotta follow Rosae Michelle, okay? Because not only is she gonna bless you with her voice, but she's gonna have you laughing too with some of the you know what I mean? Like, how do your energy when you sing and stuff, like I was telling you, when you did that song with Robo Star, when you was I don't know if you know which one I'm talking about. And you was like you was going like this, and no, like that. You was like doing that. And oh God, you had like a green shirt on and stuff. And
Oh yes,
you
yes,
were just
yes,
and you was
yes. I
going,
was in the car.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, you got so much energy and stuff, and you just bring the whole vibe and everything. Now, when the music comes on, do you just move, or you just go with the flow, or
Well, I mean, it depends on the music. Is it gonna make me move or is it gonna make me sit?
right?
No, but in that particular video, all of Rob Lowe's songs are hard to me. So I mean, I don't know. If you don't move to that, to me, girl,
But the
you
way
ain't trying to have fun.
he was like the wave, riding the wave or something.
Yeah, ride the
Oh,
wave. Yeah.
I was like, okay, I was
And
like,
got seasick.
man, that's crazy. So now, how many albums have you done?
Officially, I've only done one album,
Oh,
and I have only done one mixtape of 5 songs.
so the ones that we're talking about, the
Or two mixtapes. I'm sorry. Yeah, two.
what was Love Language? Was that a mixtape?
No, that's a single.
Oh, it was a single?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
thought we had different songs and stuff on it. No?
Oh Lord, hold on. Okay, so me and Rob Lowe, we have a song called Love Language as well. So that's a single. And then I do believe, okay, well then yeah, that might be three. It might be three. It's been a while since
Okay.
I've been through my catalog, but I know I did Megalian. I did Come Up,
I was about to say, how do you say it again? I was about to ask you how you say that word.
Megalian.
What does that mean?
It's like a black woman. It's just Italian because I'm Sicilian and black.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Because I was like, I'm not even gonna try to say that name. Okay. So
Yes, that one. And then yes, Love Language is also a mixtape. So you're right. Hmm.
see, I told you I did. Look,
Yeah, you're right, girl.
I got into the soulful blues, right?
Hmm.
I got a chance to, like you, I hit Squirt Kelly up. He was going live. I was like, I want to interview you. He said, Lita, let's do it. He did it. And I did so much research on him. He was like, man, you did your, your
Yeah.
and everything. So what's the future hold for you? Are we, videos, more music,
Yes. I'm gonna drop a project called Space in March. It's just a single. I do plan on working on another album since I have so much in my catalog I gotta get out. Um, Outside of that, I do want to do more performances here on the West Coast, just wherever it may be. If someone reach out, I am here. I'm available. I would love to work with anybody. I'm kind of like not in a start over, but kind of in a sense of just regaining myself a little bit back when it comes to just performing, and just being on my own.
okay. Now,
Yes.
so what is it, like, do you have like a manager, or is it, people contact you? If it's like, man, I really would like to, have her down here, you know?
No, they go directly through me, and then I do have people that I do work with, but I don't have a manager.
Okay. All right. All right, you guys. So that look, I'm telling you, this is my new niece, okay? So I'm protected over her. So don't be trying to get over her, because she's gonna be calling me like, Lita, do you know such and such? And I'm gonna tell the truth about y'all, especially you, Wayne Walls. I see you watching anyhow. Me and him, we always fight. So yeah, Sacramento. like my boy Aaron, he's doing a lot of R&B sets and stuff, and we have Conscious Vibes been doing it for years. Like they brought out KRS-One, and other people. So I would love to, I'm gonna let them know, about you and everything, and you're gonna have to send me like your package and stuff because
Yeah, I have an EPK that I can send to you.
oh yeah.
And then as well, with that, if whatever happens, I mean, as far as the music, I do mixes when I perform, so
Now,
that'll be set for you.
now what if somebody's like, I want to have her on a put on a track?
Oh, I charge. So it just goes based on what your budget is. Honestly, I go based on your budget. I'm not a hard person to speak with or to talk to. I'm not crazy priced. I'm pretty easy. I would rather work with somebody that wants to work. That
Mhm.
it's not a hobby for, because it's not a hobby for me.
Right, right, that part right there. Now, are you picky about, do you kind of research the artist first and decide, okay, is this someone I want to put my voice, together with, or?
Yes, I do research the artist just to make sure that I'm not messing with anyone that you know ain't isn't right for my branding. That doesn't mean you're not right for your own. With my branding, I push positivity. Even if you call yourself being affiliated and things like that, it's just really about your character. How you approach me is how I will receive you. So I'll still do my research, but at the end of the day, like, um, I'll work with anyone as long as your character and your respect is okay with me, like, and you come at me correctly.
That part?
Mhm.
She will call Auntie Lita if you guys all come at her correctly and stuff. So, is there anything else you want people, to know about you that you haven't already? Like we found out you DJ'd a little, right? I want to ask you, do you remember the first time you hit the stage and how you felt?
Yes, I was nervous and I did not move. I didn't move. I just sang. That was it.
You did a Mariah Carey.
Yes, I did not move and I just sang. That was it.
Now, where were you when you like hit the stage and people like was going crazy and they knew your songs and stuff? Like, where were you?
The corner, which is located off of 18th and Vine, and I would say that was for T Rail's birthday, um, for my song Naughty. And then I would say the Midland Theater, which is a really big theater where a lot of big artists go, and I perform for the Kansas City People's Choice Awards. So I had a lot of people out there for me.
How did you feel when you saw all that love and everything?
I don't even think I saw them. When those lights are in your face, I don't know. Like it's just a different feeling. So it's like I don't see nothing
Mm,
but me. It's like almost being in your room dancing.
yeah, yeah. Now,
Yes.
you say you ran track, but I see you dancing too. So I mean, is that was something that you did, or you just dance when the music come on? Because you're a good dancer too.
I mean, I was in the Kansas City Ballet as a little girl.
You done left that out too.
Yeah, not like, no, I did a few little nutcrackers as a kid. Um, Besides that, I mean, I dance. I just grew, I boogie. I jig a little.
Oh, Igloo. Okay, 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 great. Now, what are you gonna do Sunday?
Sunday, go to church. Oh well, I go. Yeah, well, Super Bowl. I don't know. I don't really. If my team ain't on there, I ain't watching.
Okay, I'm trying to find the barbecues and stuff. After church.
Oh yeah.
And to hear
Mhm.
people talk mess and everything. Why the
Mhm.
Bay is so lit right now. Everybody
Mhm.
everybody's out there. San Jose and and what Santa Clara and all that stuff. I don't even know who's playing. I forgot. Somebody told me today at work, but I totally like you know. But I'm not
Yeah.
really into football either, you know. It,
Yeah, I like football. I just, if it ain't my team, then I ain't watching.
so who's your team?
Chiefs.
I knew it. I knew it. Oh my God. A girl that I work with, a lady I work with, she claims that Travis Kelsey is her man. I said, well, what about Taylor?
Not Taylor.
She's like, you know what? I'm just loaning him to her for right now.
Girl.
You know, it's crazy. So, well, like I say, is there anything else? This is, your show, you know, Rosae Michelle. What else? We done found out now that you used to do ballerina and stuff. What else you want people to know about you?
Uh, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't know. There's not much more.
Okay, so but you're looking to do more shows and you're open to doing features, and everything and stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm ready to always work. That's something I can say. I'm always ready to work. And I'll work with your budget. You
Okay,
can follow me on everything, Rosae Michelle.
not your small budget. Y'all don't be coming out here cheap, okay? So
Yeah, now if it's too low, I know. Yeah, no.
I work with you. Sometimes you should don't say that no more.
Don't say
Don't say that no more. It's like real estate. You know what I mean? Like I tell you, let's put the offer in.
Yeah.
We'll negotiate. Let's see what you offering first of all and stuff. So
Hmm.
yeah. Now, for those that you know, you got like how many viewers do you have? You have a whole bunch
Like you're talking about viewers like on a
on
video or followers?
Facebook. Oh, followers. God, you got
Followers on Facebook about 6.5. On TikTok, I have 17,000. On Instagram, I have 21,000, growing to 22,000.
y'all, man. You, and it's not too late to follow her, so start following. What's your Instagram name?
Rosae Michelle dot underscore underscore. So everything is the same, really. Rosae Michelle is where you can find me.
Okay, cool. Can you bless us real quick?
Oh Lord, what you want?
Just a little bit. I had scored.
Mhm.
I did this in Score Kelly too. He was like, "What you want me to sing? What you want me to sing?" Um, but you got, girl, you got so many. What is your favorite song?
That's a good question, girl. I love all of them.
Okay,
uh,
like I said, that Pretty Brown Eyes one. What's your
yeah, I can do
on
that.
that
I can do that one.
one? Okay, go ahead.
All right. Pretty brown eyes driving me wild. Ooh, girl, you gonna have me singing like a mockingbird, like I sing in church, girl.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? She just gave you a tiny bit, but y'all need to go. Okay, y'all need to go to the. I get it off of YouTube Music. Y'all need to go to Rosae Michelle and download that Pretty Brown Eyes one. Yeah, I mean, download the other ones too, but start off with that one because that one's going. That's the flow one. As you can tell, that's like my favorite.
Yeah, I see, girl. You said pretty brown. Ah.
Pretty Brown. you know, you know. Real quick before I let you go. Now, I know. How do I say this? Have you like got any flack from for being like your sexuality, right, and stuff?
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of dudes probably be trying to hit on you and stuff, and you know.
Um, yeah, I've gotten kicked off of a project because of me being what I assume is it is because of that reason. I feel like a lot of people feel like you can't believe in God if you are lesbian, gay, and I don't feel like a religion defines who I am, but I still believe in God. Like, so I do get looked at. Differently, and even my music gets treated differently. It's in its own lane when it comes to things, especially being a femme, which is just a female and not a stud. I get treated differently. I believe a lot of the community does get treated differently when it does come to their music. So, um, I mean, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, it doesn't stop you because what God got for you is for you.
Say that, say that. So somebody actually kicked you, I mean, didn't want to work with you because of it.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I went to go do the song, and then after that song, it was like somebody else was replaced what I did, and I just kind of assumed because of what it was that 9 times out of 10 it was because of me being what I am. So yeah.
And you're very right to, to say that, because the church I go to, in fact, I saw one of the members, I saw her grow up as a kid and stuff, and she's there with her wife and stuff, and my pastor said, don't be judging people.
Mhm.
If people somebody coming here with a short skirt or whatever, don't y'all say nothing to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is, people go to church to be loved, you know what I mean? And everything. So um, but I wanted to, ask you that because I know some people can be very, very judgmental, especially in the music industry, especially I'm gonna say it, the men, because like you said, they're trying to get you for themselves,
Yeah.
and stuff. So, but all right. So looks like you about to go out, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
I
I'm going to
say,
Pookie at the Roof show. So yeah.
what's going on? Is Vegas? They doing some Super Bowl stuff out there?
I have no clue, girl.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'll just go wherever the wind go.
Okay. Oh my God. In Vegas, you could do that and stuff.
Girl, I can tell you one place I ain't going back to. That's the strip.
Girl, okay. You know what? Say that real again. Okay, so how's the water in Vegas?
Ooh, baby, it tastes like fish booty.
You said that. I was like,
They
oh,
shouldn't even be selling that water. I mean, they don't even sell it, but they give it to you in the restaurants, when they bring you the water. That stuff tastes nasty.
what did you do when they did you say?
Oh, that water right there will sit there. I'm
Oh
not drinking that. Mm-mm.
God. And then what
Yeah.
was the other thing that you said?
The monks,
Oh, wait a minute.
the,
Go ahead.
the monk, the monks trying to put beads on me and then trying to finesse me
Oh
out of
yeah.
money for saying peace, peace, peace. Oh, honey. Oh man, it's been fun. It's
Oh,
definitely been fun.
so, I know we're about to get off, but how's Kansas? Like so different and stuff. You know what I mean? Is Kansas a little bit more country or
Well, see, we have Kansas City, Kansas, and then we have Kansas City, Missouri, which are two different places. Kansas is Kansas. Um, Missouri is Missouri. I'm from Missouri. So it's the city, inner city. I mean, it's nothing like Vegas. You don't have the same stuff. Now
okay?
you might have a little off the wall stuff off the street and you're homeless, people asking for money, but it ain't nothing like this. Not, I mean, there's things to do there if you're not from there. I just think as far as music goes, the market, we don't have a really good market.
Now, where's
Um,
Rich the Factor from? And Casey Young Boss, are they from?
Kansas City, Missouri, I
Oh,
believe. I don't know exactly which side. I believe Rich is from Missouri, and I believe Young Boss is from Missouri as well, from the 50s, but I'm not quite sure. So I don't want to tell a lie.
yeah, because I know they seem like they deal with. It's funny they deal with the Bay a lot too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would say Detroit, California, and Kansas City, Missouri are sister states when it comes to music.
Mm.
So
Oh,
it's kind of the same styles, but just a little bit different.
okay. Is there
Mhm.
anybody like a California artist that you would like to, collab on or anything?
Mm, I mean, the only one would be Pookie, and
Okay.
he already done reached out to me, so we supposed to be working.
Okay.
Besides that, I wouldn't mind one from Be Legit.
Oh, legit. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right, a lot of
Mhm.
people say 40, but yeah, legit popular. Next time I see him, I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
tell him. I'm gonna be like,
Uh-huh. I mess with his singing type style a little bit. His style is kind of me style. So yeah, I like it. Yeah.
with his mean looking self. You know, he's cool, but man, he be looking so mean all the time. I'll just be looking
Mhm.
at him. You know, so in it, you're welcome anytime. Like I said, I appreciate you taking this time out. I'm excited to do whatever I can. To like I said, to welcome you. To the West Coast. And stuff, and hopefully get you to Sacramento and everything, to do some shows and stuff like that. When you when you go places, do people recognize you?
Yes, especially back home. Now, here, I haven't experienced it as much, but back at home, yes, all the time.
You're gonna have to get that changed. Okay. So, and my son owns two barbershops, and maybe one is a two-story, so he's done like comedy shows and stuff like that.
Mhm.
We may have to.
Oh, yeah. Well, then, yeah, there we go.
I'm gonna text you his barbershop. You can be like, dang, So,
Mhm.
maybe do something there. I told him about you a few minutes ago. He was like, oh, okay, So, all right. So, thank you again and everything. And
No, thank you. I appreciate you.
yes, I was like, when I first hit you up, I was like, okay, she hit me up. This read the message. I said, I want to give her a little time.
Oh, yeah.
Then I said, this child I moved to Nevada. I said, oh, I said, no wonder she didn't hit me back.
Girl, I'll be moving, moving, moving. I hope to everybody because I get so many messages, so many things all day. Like, don't charge it to my heart. I promise you. Like, it's only one me.
But
But I do try to get back to everybody. Whether that be the next day or the next day. But if anybody's wanting to do business, I always reach out or reach back or try to do my best to, show up for
okay.
when it's time. Yeah.
And you guys better hurry up or she get a manager because then it's gonna be hard to find. So, all right, have fun tonight, and enjoy the weekend. And like I said, let me know if you need anything, and let me know when you're ready to come back on.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Well, you have a good rest of your night.
Oh, girl, I'm about to go lay down probably. I've had a rough day at work. Oh boy, it was rough.
Oh, Lord.
All right, I'll talk to
all
you later, sis.
all right, see you later.
All right, bye bye.
Bye bye.